Hey traders, this is Julian Wong of ForexPaymaker.com and here to bring you another review. This time we're reviewing the VerifiedTrader, and this is an EA that's actually going around in Forex circles right now, and a lot of people are talking about it. So let's have a look whether this EA lives up to the hype or not. So let's have a look more in detail at VerifiedTrader's website. It says a veteran trading expert siphoned $615,975.90 from Forex using a simple set of trading softwares. And what you can see here is an investor account access, and you can actually log into an account using this login and password and server. And that basically you can see in detail how these trades actually took place. I just wanna cross tally some of these results with what we have on the screen. So I want you to take note of a couple of things. Like over here we have a big trade on the 7th of January this month, and two big trades on the 7th of January this month, and also we have a nice big trade on the 8th of January. So these are the trades that we're going to be looking out for. The other thing we want to look at is that how often this EA trades. So as you can see here, it trades several times throughout the day, and in fact, sometimes twice in an hour as well. Even twice an hour is also possible. Okay, and for that to happen, trade duration is obviously very short, and we have a look more in detail once I log in using the passwords provided for the investors area. We're going to get back to the top of the page again where the passwords are in place, and you can do this as well. You can follow me with this and see for yourself what exactly is implied. So I'm actually in the account that is mentioned. As you can see, it's 5043. That's the same account as the one that's over here, and you can basically log in by any MetaTrader account. Here's a trade forward account. You can use FX Primus, Pepperstone, whatever it is. It does not matter. Here we are, and actually is a Forex clearing server, I believe, as it has been recognized by this. Basically, you just type in as according to what you have on the website, and you're going to get this as well. Alright, so once you log in, it brings you to the account area, and we get a chance to take a look at trades. At the moment, there is actually some trade that's going on, and this one started on the 27th of January. When I looked at the account history, which is what I'm showing you now, I noticed a couple of behaviors, and basically I think there are two strategies that this EA trades. One of which is a very short-term scalp, and the other one is a bit of a longer time frame that tends to remain for some hours or days even. Okay, remember those trades that we mentioned on the 7th and 8th of January? We're going to have a look at it right now. So we're going to go back to 7th and 8th of January. So as you can see, this is the one on the 8th of January. That was good for 1,653. That took place starting at 7:42 a.m. on the 8th of January and finished on the 9th of January at 1:33. So that's been actually more than a day. And we're also going to look at the trades that took place on the 7th. So this one, there was a buy on the Euro USD, and this took place at 8:50 a.m. The trade closed on the 7th, the same day, at 9:49 p.m. On the same day as well, on 4:09 a.m., there was a trade on pound USD, and that closed on the same day, also more or less the same time at 9:54 p.m. So, but as I scroll throughout the results, I also noticed that most of the gains are the much smaller ones, and the big ones are fewer and far between. But there's also this big one here that took place on the 20th of December, and the trade only closed the next day on 9:50. In the meantime, let's also look at the behaviors. For these bigger trades, I noticed that it does not really shift to a break-even profit, but actually it shifts to a fairly small stop loss of about 6 pips. And with the smaller trades, when there are stop losses, it is about as small as 4 pips, and basically 4 pip stop loss, very small. On the 27th, this one obviously conforms to the longer term strategy as opposed to the short term one, but most of the trades here actually finish within a minute. So look at this one, it's all within a minute, so these are very impulsive trades. So it's quite clear there are two forms of trading. One of the reasons why I believe the developers of Forex Verified allowed the public to access these investor accounts would be because it's actually quite impossible to clone these results to a different account. You could try, and you most probably would benefit from the large trades that use the longer term strategy. But when you try to apply the cloning of trades onto those 1 minute trades, I can tell you from experience that it's not going to work. So the only way to evaluate this would really be to have this on your own account, and that can actually show you whether it works or not. To that end, the other thing that I want to analyze and show you is that this one is actually currently being traded on a 4-digit broker as opposed to a 5-digit broker that's very common with all the ECN platforms right now. Some experience actually tells me that there are some reasons for this, because when the price actually moves in a 4-digit broker, you actually benefit of the roundups or the round downs, depending whether you're buying or selling, as price moves. So that helps you close with bigger profits. As you can see, the price actually jumps by quite sometimes even 2 pips at a time. If you looked at just the last couple of seconds, maybe the last 30 seconds, it did jump like two pips at a time. As opposed to in ECN, you may not get those benefits from rounding. So in a very small movement strategy, that is actually very essential. The other thing to look at is that because in the 4-digit accounts, another perspective is that because these 4-digit accounts also have rather high spreads, I believe. Okay, let's have a look at the spreads here. Okay, I can't actually do the trade function, but going back to the live view, you can tell that it's actually some sort of a variable spread perhaps. So it's sometimes a pip, sometimes it's 2 pips, and that's also an aspect. Like earlier on before I made this video, at some points it was also about a 3 pip spread. That was actually prior to the start of the New York session. Prior to New York session, I did notice 2 or 3 pip spreads. Right now it's 1 pip, but it was 2 or 3 pips as well. So that means to say that if it actually works on an account such as this, on a 4-digit broker with larger spreads, even during the day, and making large profits, it also means to say that if this EA is replicated applied to any other broker with a smaller spread, the chance of success with it is actually very high. So let's look at any other analyses. The currencies traded, there are actually 4 currencies: Euro USD, USD JPY, the USD Swiss franc, as well as the Pound USD. There are 4 currency pairs traded, and I also made the observations that in terms of the larger trades, let's filter for the larger profit trades. They actually apply to all currencies, and in fact, in the earlier periods of time, yes, there's also the Aussie USD. So let's also filter by symbol just in case I missed out anything. So okay, we actually they actually did use Aussie USD as well, quite substantially. So it's 5 currency pairs altogether, and USD Canadian, that's also traded. However, let's look at based on time. I think they may have actually dropped USD Canadian in the more recent times, because I didn't see any entries for that in the more recent periods. Let's just scroll up. Okay, yeah, there still were. We're looking at this January ones. Yes, it's still being traded. So it's 6 currencies altogether. All right, and lot sizes. Comments by some of you readers of my blog is that the lot sizes being used is quite big. like 3.5 lots at a time, and that corresponds to, let's see, based on 4 pips. Yeah, so that's about $35 per pip movement. Fairly large lots, and I guess I'm assuming that the account that is being shown here could be a nano account, and therefore therefore the traders at VerifiedTrader don't really see much of a risk. So with a small amount of money, you could probably use uh, a cent broker to actually trade a strategy. So that includes TradeFort. TradeFort is 5 digits though, and Profi Forex, for those in the US, I think they've recently gone to 5 digits, but they've been in 4 digits for a long time. So these are the ones that you can actually use to benefit from this platform. And let's actually, at this point in time, let's get back to the page. Alright, so let's basically sum up over here what you're getting. You get the software, which makes money almost on autopilot. It's completely passive. It's set up in a few minutes and you're done. What my suggestions would be that if you want to emulate the account, considering the number of withdrawals that they've made, let's look at the withdrawals. It's quite impressive actually. Getting back to the top here, yeah. So these are the account withdrawals, and it seems to be the case that they withdraw like maybe every 2 weeks. It seems every 2 weeks or 3 weeks sometimes, and it's actually withdrawing lots of money every time, which is a very good sign. And that basically is because it is a fairly high risk strategy based on the lot sizes. You can use small lot sizes to suit your fancy, but again, if you actually use this on a cent broker account, why not just go with the big lots, just like the publishers, and basically just cash out very regularly and expedite your profit gaining. We're now gonna sort by time and basically show you a diagram of how this all looks like. Alright guys, so we're now looking at the statement, and let's just go all the way to the bottom to get a total view of the account. So what you can see here, number one, is all these chops down, but that's actually the withdrawals, because if you look at the withdrawals, let's just go up to that, show you that. So 612,000 in withdrawals, total profit 640,000, and the deposits. Let's see the starting sums. No, we don't have a starting sum amount to refer to, and so gross loss is 118,000. The profit factor is a very, very shocking 6.4. The absolute drawdown is 5522. That would be basically a series of drawdowns added up, and maximum drawdown is 1898. So that's also very, very minimal, very healthy. So obviously that tells volumes about how precise this actually is. Relative drawdown, looking at 10.49%. Total trades 7,572 over a span starting from the 2nd of April, starting on 10,000 account. Okay, so we've got the account here, 10,000 starting on 10th of April. Sorry, 2nd of April in 2012, all the way to present. So that's actually about 8 months plus. Coming up to 9 months actually. So largest profit trades 4,025, largest loss trade 670, and maximum consecutive string of wins, that's actually 109 trades. Consecutive losses 7. Maximum consecutive profits 12,288, and consecutive loss 1,367. Alright, so That basically wraps up this review of VerifiedTrader. And for the low price of 47, I say go for it. Let's check it out. But I would highly recommend that you start this out on a SendBroker account. So check it out, and I'm glad you spent some time going through my forexpaymaker.com review. If you like stuff like this, check onto my blog, forexpaymaker.com. This is Julian Wong. See you. Good trading. Bye bye.